I'm doing the intro, right?
Yep.
And then we're just going to chat.
Yep.
Okay. Just tell me when you're ready. Oh, we have yours. He's been filming the whole thing. Hi, everybody. My name is Rob, and this is Todd, and this is the Watch Ho Show. Now, this is our first show, so we're going to explain ourselves of why the Watch Ho Show. We are literally the Hos of Horology. You're probably thinking, huh? What are you talking about? So, why we're the Hos of Horology? Todd, how many watches, and be honest, okay, your wife is not watching the show, you're not going to get in trouble. How many watches, Todd, do you own and where?
Well, Rob, over my lifetime, I probably have owned over 500 watches.
500?
500 watches, yeah.
Yikes.
Right now, I currently own about 170 watches.
So it's probably like 300 watches. When he says 170, it's probably 300. So what's the most you've owned at one time?
Probably
like one time.
250.
250 watches.
Mm-hmm.
Did you wear those watches on a regular basis? You know,
I did as much as you can wear 250 watches.
So people out there are going, how does anybody wear 250 watches? So just give us a glimpse, and I'm going to tell you my watch count in a second. But give us a glimpse of how that works. You wake up in the morning, you got to throw a watch on, and you got 250 to choose from. I mean, just tell us how that goes.
Well, you know, it could be a lot of things, Rob. It could be you're feeling sporty today, so you want a sporty watch. Maybe you want a watch that matches your business attire or whatever you're wearing for the day. Typically, I just go to my watches and I pick out one that I like and whatever jumps out at me for that day. And there's a lot of reasons why I might do that, but
now I confess,
it's a lot of fun.
I confess every once in a while I'll see what pin I'm wearing for the day because I'm a pin ho too, to be honest with you. And I will check and go, ooh, what goes with the... I do that every once in a while, not all the time, but that's what I do. Before I get to my watch count, because it's going to be disappointing after his watch count. So it's 170, you say?
Approximately,
so about
give or take a little bit.
So about 300 watches he had. So how did you get into this? How did you become a watch ho?
Well, I've just always been interested in it since I was a child.
Mm-hmm.
We would, anywhere we'd go, if there was a jewelry shop, I'd always want to stop and look at the watches. And I requested my first watch when I was about 11 years old, and my dad gave it to me, and promptly within a week I broke it. So, fantastic.
Good start. Good start. So, that's awesome. Now, the reason I'm a watch ho is because of him. And so, which is why I drug him into this Watch Ho show, because he made me the watch ho. I'm a rookie. I haven't started collecting watches probably for the last maybe 3 months, maybe. I can't even remember. Probably about 3 or 4 months. And I have only bought one watch up until that point before I became a ho. I only had bought one watch in my entire adulthood life, and it stopped working after about 10 years. So I called my watch connection friend. I'm like, well, if anybody knows, to lead me in the watch realm, it's going to be Todd. And I'm like, hey, Todd, I've got this. And I really like the watch. Timex made a higher end watch for a period of time. I don't even think they make them anymore. It was called a TX, if I remember right.
It was a beautiful watch.
Yeah, it was. I
loved it. I even went online and tried to find one.
I mean, it's a nice watch. You were gonna get like 501 watches when you saw that, right?
Right, exactly.
So I bought the watch, and it was very expensive for me. It was like $350, and that's the first watch I've ever bought. So and it was on a vacation with my wife, so it was sentimental, and I wanted to keep it. But anyways, it died, and so I called Todd, and I'm like, Todd, should I get it fixed? Or should I just get another one? And I think Todd's first question was, well, what kind is it? And I'm like, well, it's that TX up brand. You've seen it. And he's like, it's a nice watch, probably the best one that Timex, but you probably ought to just get another one. So he sends me a link, and because I'm like, I don't know really, what should I get? Because and that's why you guys are watching.
And now
the
you're
show.
a VIP on that link.
Right? Almost. And that's why you guys are watching the show, because there's a ton of watches to pick from. I mean, tons, thousands, right? Beyond thousands, and price ranges and stuff. And so he sends me a link of a local company, I believe, that you sent, and gave me a couple ideas. And they were just a little too pricey for me. And, as a starter and a noob, so I just started shopping around, and I ended up, like in the next day or two, in Costco. and I just remembered that I needed a watch, and I walked over and I saw a watch in the case that was in my price range. It was like $89 that I liked, and so I bought it. That was, like I say, maybe 4 months ago. I now have in my collection, in that period of time, I think it's 60. I think I'm right at 60 this week, and it might be 61. The last time I counted, it was at like 55, 56, and a few more watches have come in.
Well, you've certainly excelled me at the pace that you're purchasing watches.
So that's why we're the watch hoes. Between us, 300 and something watches. All the watches that we're going to show are watches that we own, and we're going to tell you why we bought them. Maybe how much we paid, maybe not, depending on if the wives are watching the show. Most of my watches are in the lower price range, and then Todd's probably the next price range up, and then kind of maybe dipping the toe into the range even higher than that.
Yeah, we have a philosophy that if you like the watch, buy it. I know that there are watch enthusiasts out there that will only buy certain level of quality of a watch, but our philosophy is if you like the watch, get it and wear it and enjoy it. That's what they're made for. So in the course of our shows, we're going to show you all kinds of watches in different price range. Some will start dipping into the higher price range watches, but most of ours are pretty average Joe watches. But they're really nice, and I think you'll enjoy it too.
Yeah, and so over the series, we're gonna talk about divers watches, dress watches, Swiss watches, different type of movements. Todd is the watch guru. He's here for that knowledge. I don't know really anything about it. I just buy a watch because I like it, and so he knows all that stuff. So that'll be great, and so we'll have a whole gamut of watches that you guys can see. So let's do a watch check right now.
Watch check. What are you wearing today, Rob?
I'm glad you asked. Yeah. So what I have, and when I get this is my first time I wore this watch. This is one of my latest purchases, and when I get a new watch and everybody wants to see it, I kind of get crazy. I'm like, hey, have you seen my new watch? So I really get excited when I get a watch. But this is a Fossil. A lot of people know about Fossil. Fossil's been around since 1984. A couple brothers, started the Fossil company. And I don't know if you know this. Do you know why they picked the name Fossil?
I do not know that name.
Tidbit of information. And I'm not making this stuff up. You can look at it. Because that was the nickname that they called their father. Fossil.
Oh, fantastic. This is what I have to look forward
to.
Okay.
I think that's an awesome story. They literally called their dad Fossil, and so that's what they named the
It's a beautiful watch.
It's a beautiful watch.
I love the simplistic look, the gray dial with the two-tone rose gold and the brushed stainless steel against the brown leather strap. It's got some accent stitching, very beautiful watch.
It really is. And Fossil makes a really decent, low-end, cost-wise, a good product in my opinion. I have quite a few Fossils that we'll see over the shows, and the band is very comfortable. It's a nice leather band, and it feels really good. I'm gonna, just so you know, and I know you can't see it too close, and we're gonna show some close ones, but to give you an idea on sizes, and Todd, if I do this wrong, let me know. But this one is about 41 millimeters in size, so you kind of get an idea. I have a very, we'll call it manly wrist, It's from all the weightlifting that I do and stuff like that. So I got a really, muscle wrist. So this you can get an idea of what that looks like on this size. Some people have smaller wrists, some people have bigger wrists, and we're going to go over sizes and things like that here. But Fossil, great watch. Todd, what do you got?
Today, I am wearing a stainless steel Tag Heuer Aqua Racer automatic.
Tag.
With the cream or white face on it. This watch, just so you know, is about, this is probably a mid-size watch. It's 43 millimeters, 43 millimeters, and about 15 millimeters thick. So it's a nice watch. It's real. We are from the Phoenix metro area, and it's very hot here right now. I think today was about 107, so I'm moving into more of the bracelets this summer, and will sparingly wear straps. But today we've got some watches we want to show you. We have a smaller size watch, we have a mid-size watch timepiece, and then we have a very large timepiece. So just to give you an idea, this is some of the ranges of watches that we wear and that are out there. This is about a 39 millimeter and about a 11 millimeter thick watch. This watch is made by Sterling. It has multiple complications. It's an automatic watch. It's part of their prestige collection. It's a decent little watch.
Why did you buy that particular one? Do you remember?
Yeah, it looks vintage. I loved the way the dial's laid out, and the fact that it's automatic. The rose gold on the black strap just really caught me. It's a very nice little dress watch.
Is that something you would like to tell us how much that cost, or is that a pass?
Well, first of all, you need to know that Rob and I never pay retail price. Okay?
Never.
Never pay retail. There are lots of sources out there to purchase timepieces, and you don't need to pay retail. So we encourage you to shop. If you're ever interested, message us or something, and we'll point you in the right direction. But this watch was probably in the $80, $90 range.
Yeah, very nice.
So
Great deal. Is that an automatic?
it is an automatic movement. It has a simplistic moon phase, and it's a very, very nice little timepiece. This next one is kind of a mid-sized watch, stepping up in price. It's a mid-sized watch, which used to be on the larger size now, but watches tend to be a little bit larger. This is about 15 millimeters thick, and about 41 millimeters wide. It's a Hamilton Jazzmaster automatic chronograph.
I would love to have one of those.
And this particular watch, I just love the simplistic dial, the black mat, the leather strap. It's just a beautiful, fun watch. But like I said, summertime, very hot. I'm not probably wearing that very much. This one here is an Invicta. The market is flooded with Invicta watches. They're a decent watch for the price. Again, we never pay retail. We purchase these watches at very discounted prices so that we can enjoy them. This one is about 22 millimeters thick and is about 53 millimeters wide on the case.
That is a big watch. Yeah.
Yeah. And this is made with their in-house crystal on it. It's a very strong crystal. It's not an automatic movement. It is a Swiss-made chronograph, quartz movement inside, and you do have solid links. So a lot of value for the money on this watch.
Do you remember the price on that one? Are you going to share that one?
Yeah, I think the retail price on this is a couple $1,000, but I think I paid $250 or something like that.
Now, and that's one thing real quick is that you're going to find a lot of watches will say this is a $5,000 watch and it's on sale for $400. Some of those are legit, and some of those are just marketing. And so do your math, do your studies and things like that when you're buying a watch. But for what you're getting for that price range, right? That's a good deal. I don't care how you slice it. I mean,
Yeah.
that's
It's a beautiful dial. It's got a lot of complications in there. It is a chronograph. It is a dive watch style. I think this is 1,000 meters. So this is
you can go deep with that.
you can go deep, deeper than I'll ever go. But unidirectional rotating bezel, dual class deployment. Very hefty watch.
And did we talk about the tag price? Because that's you're getting up a little higher value, right?
Yeah.
So value-wise, the Hamilton would be considered.
Yeah, you'd have to double check me on the price,
Yeah.
but the Hamilton's probably retail this is probably about a $2,000 watch, and the Tag Heuer is about a $3,500 retail watch, and none of these I paid full price.
Right, not even close.
Not even close.
I forgot. I paid $40 for this on eBay, It was brand new. Somebody had it in their collection, they never used it, and so I bought it on eBay for $40, and that was delivered, by the way.
Probably retails for about $1.50.
Yes, I was gonna say $1.29, $1.50, somewhere right around there.
Yeah.
You can get a fossil, but they're very easy to find at lower prices. Just a beautiful, simple watch as well. So, anyways, that's kind of how we're doing the show. We're gonna have different watches every time, and let you know where we got it, why we got it, and why we wear it. But the key really is, if you love it, you buy it, and you wear it.
And you wear it.
And
That's it.
Yeah, and in next show, I think we're going to talk about divers watches. So please join us. Also, in the end here, the closing, we want to know how many other watch shows we have out there that have multiple, 360 watches. I know it's crazy. Let us know in the comments below how many watches you have. We're designing some T-shirts that say "I'm a watcho," and with a nice little logo. Those are going to be coming out pretty soon, and we'd love to give one away if you tell us if you're a watcho. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. See you next time.